I just thought I would do a video on Christianity. Um, just because you don't want to be a Christian anymore and start seeing things in the real light. They say things like, "This isn't you. This is the case of no love," and they also blame my Grave Watcher animatronic from Yatin like this, the videos, or they say that the devil's on me just because I'm not thinking the same anymore. They see things in the real light. And get this, they say you should worship that more than loving your own family. And when I was upset, they said, I don't think they're upset. I don't think they're worried about you because you're upset. I think they're worried about you because of what you said. And then they only force me to believe the same way they do, saying there is a heaven and a hell and stuff like that. And like, it's really about what you believe about yourself and pure consciousness. They don't even understand what spiritual growth means. Is consciousness in your mind and heart, because this all comes from your heart. They even blamed the videos I was watching too, saying, "Oh, they're poisoning your mind." We even argued a couple of times, because of it, because they always say they're on the right, that they know what's right and wrong, when you know for yourself what's right and wrong. It's like they don't want you to think for yourself. They want you to be on the same page. They don't want you to think for yourself. They want you to be on the same page as them. And before I even seen videos and stuff, I was already feeling uncomfortable. Already had an uncomfortable feeling around it when I was in the church, and every time I hear about the Bible, I was making me uncomfortable. And that should tell you something right there. That should tell you something right there. And I even cried a few times because they want me to be like them. And like think like they do. And like I said, at some point you grow out of Christianity. And they said, "No, you don't." And I said, "Yes, you do." And they always want to think they're right, instead of actually listening to other perspectives or other things you learned. And it's like they want to force you into it. And that's not right. You don't even realize what it can really do to your mind. And they don't realize that at all, what it can really do to your mind. They don't realize that at all. It can really, really damage your mind. Especially if you've been like that for a long time. And I'm grateful I woke up, because I know it's not right. And they won't even listen to other perspectives. No, they say everything. They say it's all the devil. It's all the devil. Even spiritual awakening, they say it's the devil. And they're like, "I don't know about meditation," and stuff like that. And I feel bad for them at the same time, but they hurt me too sometimes. And like they even blame the Grave Watcher for thinking differently and all. And they even blame Ewan when it's not his fault either. I've seen it for myself and learned from it for myself. And what it really means is it's coming from your heart. Nowhere else. It's coming from your heart. And if you ask me, I better do it. I better do it to help somebody because I genuinely care, not because somebody told me, but because I genuinely care. Just because I genuinely care. Or they said, "I'll be praying for you," and then they said, "You're not gonna if I'm sitting there dying, you're not gonna pray for me." Ain't that control and manipulation? Or they say, there's only one way to believe. Because if you don't put Jesus in your life, you're going to go to hell. Like, no one had to see things the same way. That's what they don't get. And I tried a couple of times to tell them the truth, and then all it did was cause arguments. Every single time. And let's hope someday they'll realize this, because I do, because I'm conscious and aware. And that's what consciousness is. You're aware of everything. Anyway, peace.